Welcome to your MedTrack Masterclass. In this video, we're going to be covering the following topics. Welcome to the Overlapping Authorizations and Concurrent Request Filing training module for home health providers. In this video, we will be covering the most recent workflows and processes when filing a concurrent request. This new workflow coincides with the recent MedTrack interface update for filing a reauthorization. First, we will begin with explaining the Overlapping Authorizations interface update in MedTrack and how beneficial this latest enhancement is to you as a network provider. The update consists of now giving the ability to network providers to file concurrent requests directly from an initial authorization that has been generated. We call these initial authorizations mother authorizations. Once you activate the initial authorization by entering the start of care date, the order now enters the active status, giving you the ability to file concurrent requests that will be directly tied to the initial authorization. Again, the mother authorization. The previous workflow allowed providers to file concurrent requests from any assigned orders for patients. This caused some confusion when it came time to filing a claim. The new enhancement now ties a concurrent request, also known as a child authorization, to the initial authorization, also known as the mother authorization. It's important to keep in mind and notate that in order to maximize the benefits for this new workflow process, you must keep your patient orders up to date and replenished in your portal profile. This includes ensuring that any initial authorizations, also known as mother authorizations, that were previously assigned to your agency profile are properly discharged. If you as a provider still have lingering initial authorizations or mother authorizations from the past remaining in your system, it can lead to complications when trying to file a concurrent request for a more recent initial authorization. This can create significant issues when submitting claims, as the system may attempt to tie the new authorization to an outdated older one, resulting in processing errors and potential denials. To avoid these problems, it is imperative that you meticulously review your patient order history, discharge any obsolete initial authorizations or mother authorizations, and keep your portal profile consistently updated with only the most current authorization information. This diligence will ensure a smooth claims process and allow you to seamlessly transition to the new workflow, maximizing the benefits and efficiency of the updated system. Important information to note. If you find yourself pulling up patient orders and you confirm that the status is active because you enter the start of care date, but you see all assigned orders with the false label under the is initial column, this means that there is no initial authorization or mother authorization tied to this patient order or orders, and therefore you will not have a concurrent request option. In most cases, this is considered a transition order, meaning this patient was previously assigned to an alternate agency, then reassigned to your agency for service. In this rare scenario, it is important to reach out to our organization's home health referral department right away for assistance. You can contact them at 844-215-4264, extension 2533, or send an email to hhinquiries@ihcscorp.com. The referral team will provide you with the necessary guidance and support to properly handle this transition order and ensure the patient's care is not disrupted. Okay, so let's begin with the new workflow process. First, click on the Admissions tab. This will bring you to the Home Health Admissions Filters page. When searching for patient orders in the MedTrack portal, you can narrow down your search by selecting the state location and entering the NPI, National Provider Identifier number. This allows you to filter the results to only show orders associated with a specific state and NPI location. Next, you can choose date parameters to further refine your search. Utilizing the Created From calendar, you can specify a date range to only display orders that were created within that time frame. This is helpful if you need to find orders placed during a particular period. Additionally, you can select a Start of Care From date to limit the results to only show orders where the patient's care began on or after that date. To search for a specific patient, you have the option of entering the admission number or the order/authorization number. It is important to remember not to include the H- prefix when entering the order number. You can also search by the patient's first and last name or their member ID. Keep in mind that you don't need to fill out every single search field. Just 1 or 2 filters can be sufficient to find the order you're looking for. Finally, the admission status filter can be left as new and active, so that the search pulls up all new and active patient orders. This is the default setting when you first log into the MedTrack portal. Once you've entered your search criteria, simply hit the search button and MedTrack will generate the results for you. The results will be displayed in a table format, with columns showing the location, NPI name, admission number, status, patient name, creation date, start of care date, and a details link. The status column is especially important as it will distinguish between new and active orders. Clicking on the details link for a specific order will take you to the Home Health Admissions Details page, where you can view additional information about the patient's order and take further actions, such as entering the start of care date to activate the admission. Once you have entered the start of care date, you have the ability to add any relevant notations to the order. After inputting those details, you simply need to hit Save Start of Care to activate the admission process. At this point, the admission status will transition from new to active, granting you the capability to file a concurrent request. As you scroll down to the associated order section, you will notice a blue hyperlinked referral number. Clicking on this link will allow you to access the associated authorization. On the top right-hand corner of your screen, you can then generate a PDF version of this authorization. Moving across the same row, you'll see the authorization expiration date, as well as an indicator for the initial order. This initial order is the core authorization that you'll need to reference when filing any additional services or concurrent request for this patient. It is the only order that will provide the option to submit a concurrent request. Once the initial order has been activated, you can proceed to file a concurrent request. To do so, simply click on the concurrent request banner under the Request tab. This will bring you to the concurrent order request page, where you'll find the patient's information, including their ID, date of birth, member ID, and address. In the assessment section, you'll need to input details like the requested reauthorization start date, whether the patient is homebound, what specific skilled services are being performed, and if the patient or caregiver is being taught. After completing the assessment, you'll move to the Services section, where you can select appropriate HCPC codes from the provided Rolodex. It's crucial to choose the same code and modifier as the initial authorization to ensure consistency. Finally, you'll need to upload the most recent plan of care provided by the prescribing physician or primary care doctor, ensuring all documents are in PDF format. Once you've attached the necessary files and click Submit Request, your concurrent request will be successfully saved and processed within 1 to 3 business days. Please note that you can track the status of your request by simply selecting the request queue from the top banner, which we cover on a separate training video. This concludes our training module on overlapping authorizations and concurrent requests filing. Thanks for watching. Catch you on our next video.